Hey all, so we've reached the end of Walk My World, and now it's time to gather everything we've done. Um, I haven't crunched the numbers in a while, but I want to look at the tweets and the posts that were thrown out there. But first and foremost is I wanted to help you guys curate your walks, and we're going to use Storify for that. And Storify does allow you to search Twitter for different hashtags or usernames. But the problem is, if you search by username, you get everything. So you don't, and you can't search, far enough back if you're using Walk My World, because it doesn't search Twitter for the entire project. But luckily, we have our database that we set up, and you can use that and the URL link in Storify to add in the things that you sent out on Twitter. So with that, I'm going to just quickly share my screen and show you how to do this. So I have Storify open. I have a blank story, and I'm ready to go there. I also have the archive open. And to get there, if you remember, here is the link right there. So it's just Walk My World Project / Twitter analytics there. And then you click on the searchable Twitter database. So I can filter the tweets. So if you wanted to that's how I curated the earlier ones, like for Dawn and Dream. I would search for Dream and just use those in Storify. And I have pages of them down here, and I can navigate through the pages. But since this is the final curating event, you should just curate for yourself. Although, hold on. No, as a note for next year, instead of having people curate themselves, there's probably more value in having them curate the walks, picking the walks from other people. And so maybe that's how we could, do something different. All right, back to the show. So, but what I'm going to do is search just by my username. I now have all of my tweets that use the Walk My World hashtag, because that's what this database is searching for. So I'm going to go back to the beginning, page 7. And here, look, here's me talking about, the planning. And this is, we were working with Doug Belshaw over with Mozilla and thinking about whether we should use Teach the Web. And I was complaining that Google Sites is awful. So I think I went a little too far back. All right, so here we go. Here, maybe GIFs being the best way to make directions. Okay. And now I have to go through and find the tweets. Here's a good one to start off our day 2. So now you can't, in Storify, you can't just drag this over like you do when you're in Storify here and you have something that you just searched for. Like if I were to search for Walk My World right now, I'll get a lot of different things, and I can just drag those over. But I can't do that from the database. But what you can do is if you click here, which one did I want to share? Let's do this one, connect before content. I can click right here on this, and it brings me to the tweet. And then I take the link there, take the URL, go back to Storify, click over here by URL, search for that, and I can then drag and drop that in. Now, if you notice, I did not get the picture. So if you do want to actually get the picture, then you're going to have to, I could go back and maybe grab this URL, my actual post, and see if that pulls in the picture. And if I want, I can drop that right under the tweet, or I could just say, you know what, this is good enough. It's a better representation. I don't think I need the tweet that came with it. And this is actually from just a recipe that I have in If Then That. So I didn't actually write it. It's a bot. I don't want that to be the best representation of me. Maybe I do want to be like, hey, look at all these tools. That's the kind of decisions that you have to decide. How do you want to be represented? But and you can do that very easily as you have the entire database behind you. And so that's pretty much how you do it. Let me do one more just to show you another time. Let's grab this one about context collapsing, because we spoke a lot about Dana Boyd in the beginning and that concept. So I'm going to grab that URL, go back to Storify, search for it, and then drop it in. And that's it. That's all you have to do. So I'm hoping as Walk My World is winding down for some of us, and we have so many people that are just starting now or in week 4, it's fun to watch this project keep going as the first cohort is kind of finishing. It'll be fun to see the Storifys that get curated, and you don't have to use Storify. I'm probably not. I'm going to embed them on my own site versus pretty much Storify to try something new. But I did want to quickly show you how to grab the links from the Twitter archive that's on our website and bring them over to Storify. Bye.